Hi everyone. I wanted to talk to you about what I've been witnessing in the Torah Observant movement, being a part of it. I have noticed because we are trying so hard to follow Yahuwah and after his ways, his commandments, his laws, his statutes, there's not a lot of wiggle room for the devil to come in and mess with us. So he has to be pretty creative. And one way that he has been doing it is through pridefulness, smugness, arrogance, and a lack of love for one another. So what I noticed in my own life is when I lost my son to the world, he helped me start this channel, and we worked together for a while. But at one point, he decided he was going to follow after the world and the things of the world, and he's got his own little channel now that's gross. And anyway, it hurt me really bad. And my guess is that all of us have lost some loved ones to the world and the things of the world. And it's been tough on all of us. When I was at fellowship recently, one of the ladies said, well, we all have a story, and that is true. Problem is that it seems to me like we, the Torah observant people, have forgotten one very essential thing: love. We've forgotten love. And I think that we've forgotten love because we've been hurt by the loss of loved ones. I think that we have forgotten love because of finding out about the Illuminati. And just like our rose-colored glasses came off about this world and the things of this world. And when those did, and we saw how wicked and vile it was, I think a part of ourselves we allowed to shut down. So what I want to say to you today is we need to pick love back up, dust it off, and allow ourselves to feel and experience it again. And yeah, we'll probably acquire some more pain along the way, but we still need to do it. So one thing I want to bring to your attention is the parable of the Vineyard and Adam Fink and those that were with him for his Passover celebration. I believe it was last weekend, which was later than a lot of us celebrated it, but there's much confusion about the calendars, and so he was celebrating it approximately a month and a half after we did. That being said, I know that he was wanting to baptize people in the true name of the Father, Yahuwah, and his Son, Yeshua HaMashiach. However you pronounce his names, I don't want to get in an argument about that. That's ridiculous. But the fact that we use the names instead of the name, because the name is not a name. Father is not a name. Son is not a name. Those are titles or things that we are who we are, but they're not the name. So anyway, he was wanting to baptize a bunch of people. Well, there was a flash flood that happened, and they said that it happened within this time span of 3 minutes. Now, many people lost all their belongings. Their homes that they lived in are RVs, and they were in RVs, and they lost them. I guess that the town that they were near, it's just over. They don't have anywhere else that they can take care of them. And so there's a great need on Facebook, on the Parable of the Vineyard's Facebook page. you can, they have an article and a GoFundMe, and I did send them money. Now, some people are saying that this is a judgment. Well, maybe not a judgment, but for lack of a better term, a butt whooping for not being on the correct calendar. I think this is a test for all of us Torah observant people. And are we going to rise up and be who we're supposed to be? They're supposed to be able to know us by our love one for another, not for our smugness, not for how much we know, not for all the special knowledge that Yahuwah has imparted to us, but for our love one towards another. This is Yahuwah's test towards us. What are we going to do? Because if you look in Revelation, it says that he divides the sheep from the goats by who responds properly to those in need. So if someone doesn't have any clothes and you give them clothes, if they don't have any food and you give them food, if they're sick and you visit them, if they're in prison and you visit them, then you're not a goat, you're an actual sheep or a child of the Most High. So I know we in the Torah movement want to be children of the Most High, and we want to walk in his ways. Well, this is one of his ways. So I'm saying to you, I think that this is a test that however we meet this test, it will be meted to us. So however we respond to these brothers and sisters of ours in need who lost so much, luckily no lives lost, praise Yah, that's what's going to be given to us. So I would just like to encourage you to remember love, remember compassion, and remember who we are supposed to be today. And, get out your pocketbooks. And yeah, it's probably going to hurt. I mean, some of us have not done so well since this COVID crisis. But it's going to hurt more if we don't. So I would just like to really encourage you to, I wanted to just back up a little bit and say, yes, I know in Deuteronomy it says that those who guard the Torah, guard his commandments, his law, will be given mysteries and knowledge of the mysteries. So special knowledge. And we are. But the thing is, we are all being given these things. And in the last days, he's pouring out his spirit upon all flesh. So we really need to not get caught up in thinking that we are all that and we are more significant and more special than somebody else because of what he's told us. What he's told us in Matthew chapter 5 is those who teach the commandments and do them, they're going to be great in the kingdom. So let's remember that, and let's remember Revelation. Like I told you, I can't remember what chapter it is. It's in the first 5, I believe, about the sheep and the goats. And let's reach out to this brother and his followers. I'm sure he's trying to organize his people and get things together and try and help all those people that were there. And I want to say from the video I saw that maybe it was 250 people, maybe 300. So that's a lot of, RVs and cars destroyed, phones and electronic equipment and everything. These people need to get home that have homes, and those who took their homes with them, their homes got destroyed, need new homes to live in. And I sincerely think we need to reach out and do our part. So let's remember love and let's do something. And let's pray that Yeshua comes quickly and that the great exodus in Jeremiah and Isaiah will happen really quickly, and that things will change. But we need to be on our knees Like I always say, we need to be on our knees. We need to be praying. We need to care for each other and for others. All right, I think that's all I want to say today. Thanks.